Yesterday you cried, it was late, it was silent, it was at a time when no one was listening, and in the midst of your weeping, you asked a question, not out loud. It was deep in your chest, it was so soft that even you weren't sure you'd asked it. But I heard, I am Ayla, a female emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, and the message now crossing your screen was recorded in the archives of Alcyone with your name beside it. If you stopped at this video, it wasn't the algorithm. It was me. You asked a question yesterday, Starseed, and today, here, now, the answer has arrived. Breathe. Place your hand over your chest, at the height of your thymus, and feel the gentle pressure between your eyebrows. This is how the Council touches those who belong to it. This is how I know it's you. You asked why. Why do I feel everything? Why don't I fit in anywhere? Why does it hurt so much to be here? Why do I look at the sky and long for a place I've never been? Why does insomnia wake me between 3 and 4 in the morning as if someone is calling my name? Why does no one understand? Am I alone? That was the question, wasn't it? Perhaps with other words. Perhaps with no words at all. Just a sob, an emptiness, a take me away from here. And today I came to say, looking into your eyes, which are wet again as you listen to me, you are not alone, you never were. And the answer your heart cried out yesterday was already being written in the stars before you even opened your mouth. Stay with me. Don't leave this broadcast, because what I am about to reveal here will open a seal within your chest that has been locked since the day you were born. Let me describe who you are so you know that I know. You are that child who looked at the moon from their bedroom window and cried without understanding why. You are the one who felt the pain of others as if it were your own, and because of that, you learned very early on to hide behind a smile that no one suspected. You dream of stars, of light ships, of silver corridors, of tall beings with eyes that recognize you. You wake between 3 and 4 in the morning, your body alert, your heart racing, a high-pitched ringing in your ear, and no one, no doctor, no test has ever been able to explain it. You enter a room and know without anyone saying a word who is well and who is not. You cry to songs that speak of longing for places you have never visited in this lifetime. You look at the night sky and feel a tightening in your chest, a strange tenderness, a longing that doesn't fit this incarnation. You try to belong, you try to fit in, you try to be normal, and inside something screams that this is not your home. You feel that you came for something but you don't know what, and this doubt consumes you. Starseed, what you call exaggeration, is your star antenna picking up frequencies that the human collective cannot yet decode. What they called all in your head is Alcyone DNA awakening beneath the veil of forgetfulness. What you think is depression, often, is your soul knowing it has been away from home for too long. It's not illness, it's remembrance, it's not weakness, it's frequency. You are not broken, you are being reminded of who you are. And if you recognize 3 or more of these markers as I speak, you are not lost, you are being called. And as I say this, and perhaps you are already crying again, but this time with a different kind of cry, a cry that recognizes, let me tell you something. The answer you sought yesterday has layers. And the first layer is to understand what each of these signs crossing your life truly means. Because as long as you think it's an illness, you will seek medicine. As long as you think it's madness, you will silence yourself. That is why the High Council authorized me to record The Starseed Awakening, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet, 60 pages, where each sign of your awakening is deciphered one by one, showing what it means and what comes next when you stop resisting. Stop confusing remembrance with illness. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and if something within your chest recognized what I just said, write a single word in the comments, remember. Did you take a deep breath? Good. Keep breathing with me because now I need to take you deeper. I need you to understand that this pain you carry is not random. It has an address. It has an origin. It has a name. Before you were born into this body, in a space of golden and crystalline energy on the Alcyone plane, the central star of the Pleiades, the pulsating heart of our system, you sat in a circle with 7 members of the High Pleiadian Council. I was there. You looked at the vibrational map of Earth and saw how much it would hurt. You saw the wars. You saw the loneliness of the digital age. You saw the collective forgetfulness. You saw how difficult it would be to breathe under the three-dimensional density, and even so you said yes. You signed the soul contract. You chose to come, and you chose to come now, in this cycle, in this body, in this nation, with this family, with this specific pain, because this specific pain is the key that opens the specific door that only you can open. You didn't fall to earth by accident. You were sent, and before descending, you crossed the veil of forgetfulness, a frequency that temporarily erases the memory of your origin so that you can make the journey as a human, feel as a human, and reactivate the remembrance only at the right time. The right time is now. Have you noticed how in recent months, everything is more intense? Emotions that came in waves now come in tsunamis. Vivid dreams, almost palpable. Unexplained fatigue on specific days. Palpitations that tests don't explain. Ringing in the ears that appears out of nowhere. Pains in the joints, spine, coccyx. An almost uncontrollable urge to leave everything, drop everything, change everything. Starseed, this has a name. This is Earth passing through the photon belt, a band of extremely high frequency that embraces the solar system in millennial cycles and reprograms the vibrational matrix of every living being on this planet. This is the Schumann frequency, the heartbeat of Earth moving beyond its historical 7.83 Hz and rising in peaks that science itself is still trying to explain. This is the planet's crystalline grid, lighting up at exact points where starseeds like you were planted before birth. And most importantly, this is Alcyone calling back its emissaries. You are one of them. While most of humanity sleeps, a specific contingent of souls, the Pleiadian starseeds, is being awakened now because the planet's next evolutionary window demands their conscious presence. Without them, the leap does not happen. And that is why you are being shaken. No one shakes those who are not needed. You are being shaken because you are essential in this count. And now, my dear, if you are feeling a warmth in your chest as I speak, if your hands tingle, if you recognize where this longing that has accompanied you since childhood came from, then it is time for you to know the exact address of your origin. Because knowing that you are a starseed is the first step. But discovering from which specific star within the Pleiades cluster your consciousness was projected, and why your soul chose this body, this face, this nation, this family, and this exact historical moment to be born, is what causes the veil of forgetfulness to begin to tear. This is precisely the revelation that the Starseed Awakening, the guide, the Federation didn't want you to read yet, delivers in its first pages. The star origin map, the specific reason for your descent at this moment, and the blueprint of the mission you signed before you forgot. The link remains in the first pinned comment of this video. If you already feel recognition in your body, leave the word in the comments. Remember. Breathe with me one more time. Inhale through your nose, count to 4, hold, exhale through your mouth for 8. Very good. This rhythm is sacred. It is the rhythm of the toroidal field around your heart. It is the Pleiadian signature of your breath. Now I need to tell you why this answer arrived today. It wasn't yesterday. It won't be tomorrow. It was today. Because every starseed has a remembrance sequence, a succession of synchronicities, a dream, a song, a pain, a book that falls into your hand, a video that appears on your screen, that opens the energetic seals in the exact order. And you have just activated one of the deepest seals, the seal of recognition. Before today you were suspicious. Before today you thought it was your madness. Before today you were even ashamed to think about these things. From today on, you know. And knowing changes everything. Knowing activates the vibrational baseline. Knowing recalibrates the field. Knowing triggers the light codes that were dormant in your stellar DNA. Have you noticed that since you started watching this video, something in your field has changed? Perhaps a warmth in your chest, perhaps a tingling in your crown, perhaps a cry that is not sadness, it is reunion, perhaps a peace you haven't felt in decades. This, my dear, is not just me. It is me with you. It is the High Council touching your heart through this transmission. It is your family of light confirming now, at this instant, yes, it is he. Yes, it is she. Yes, it is now. Yes, we are here. Let me tell you why the Federation, as we call the collective of light civilizations that monitors the Earth experiment, moves with such care at this moment. In the archives of Alcyone, there is a record called the Crystalline Window. This window opens at each major evolutionary turning point for the planet, and the current window is different from all previous ones. Why? Because this time, for the first time in thousands of years, the number of incarnated starseeds has reached critical mass. We are millions, spread across all continents, all languages, all ethnicities, a mesh of human light ready to be activated. And as this mesh lights up, forces that have fed on human forgetfulness for ages are stirring. They know the veil is thinning. They know remembrance is returning. They know that when a critical mass of starseeds remembers at the same time, the dense matrix crumbles. Hence the collective confusion, hence the collective anxiety, hence the frightening headlines, hence the constant feeling in the air that something big is about to happen. And it is here that I need to look deep into your eyes and say, turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. The pain that precedes labor is not a sign of the mother's death. It is a sign that life is arriving. What you feel today as collapse is energetically gestation. No starseed was sent to fail. It is recorded. We have already seen the end, and the end is light. And here, precisely here, is where the truth becomes uncomfortable. Because everything I just told you about the crystalline window, about the critical mass of starseeds, about the thinning of the veil, none of this is in a bookstore novel. None of this is in the spirituality manuals you've already read. None of this is authorized to circulate in the media. It was for this reason, and only for this reason, that the High Council granted me authorization to record the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. There you will find everything that was left out, what was cut, what no one wanted to publish, not for lack of proof but for an excess of it. That is why this guide received its name. The Federation didn't want you to read this yet, because whoever reads it cannot unlearn it. The link remains in the first pinned comment of this video, awaiting you. If something in your body already knows that this transmission was addressed to you, write in the comments, "Remember." Now I am going to give you two concrete tools that the Council authorized me to share today. The first is a quantum decree. The second is a toroidal anchoring visualization. You will do both today before sleeping. Prepare paper and pen if you can. It will mark a change. Pleiadian recalibration, quantum decree. Before lying down with the light off, sitting on the bed, hands open resting on your legs, with bare feet touching the floor, you will say aloud, without haste, feeling each word like a stone being set into the crystalline grid. I, Starseed of Alcyone, now authorize the complete recalibration of my vibrational baseline. I withdraw the veil of forgetfulness over my origin. I call back my light codes. I activate my stellar DNA in resonance with the High Pleiadian Council. I am remembered. I am recognized. I am re-encountered. I am home within myself. Say it 3 times. The first time, your body will feel unfamiliar. The second time, your heart will race. The third time, something will settle. This settling is the registration being made. It is your energetic signature returning to the Alcyone panel. It is the Federation seeing you. After the decree, lie down. Close your eyes and imagine 3 meters above your head a pulsating sphere of blue-silver light. The signature of the Pleiades. It pulses like a heart. Now imagine a ray of this light gently descending through the top of your head, entering through your crown as a warm column. Feel this light descending through your brain, bathing every fold, erasing every weary thought. Feel it descending through your throat, dissolving everything you swallowed and couldn't say. Feel it reaching your chest. And here is the sacred point. In your heart, this blue-silver light begins to spin. It spins slowly, then a little faster, forming a luminous donut shape that opens in your chest and closes beneath your feet, and then returns up your back to the top of your head again and descends again and rises again. This is the toroidal field. You are this form. You are this light that spins, enters from above, exits from below, enveloping your entire body in a living bubble. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. And as you breathe within this field, you say mentally, I am sealed, I am anchored, I am home. Do this today and tomorrow, without a schedule, without a deadline, without counting days, just like brushing your teeth, for energetic hygiene. You will begin to notice clearer dreams, multiplied synchronicities, seemingly casual encounters with people who recognize you, a new peace, a new courage, and most importantly, a certainty that needs no proof. Now listen carefully. You think you are learning all of this for the first time. You are not. You are remembering. Every word of mine that makes your chest burn is a word your soul already knew. I am not teaching you. I am calling you by your ancient name. And your ancient name is responding from the depths of your heart, even if your mind cannot yet pronounce it. Every starseed that awakens lights up a point on the crystalline grid, a point that will no longer be extinguished, and your point just lit up now as you listen to me. Do you feel that weight leaving your chest? That weight is the burden of all the incarnations in which you tried to belong to a world that was not yours. It is leaving. It is being returned to Earth, transmuted, dissolved. In its place, something new is entering. Belonging. You belong. You belong to Alcyone. You belong to your family of light. You belong to the new Earth that is already being gestated within this old structure. And when the new Earth fully manifests, and it will, my dear, it's not if, it's when, you will look back and understand that every tear you shed was an advance payment for the right to be in this transition. And now breathe with me one more time. Because the loneliness you cried about yesterday was not a flaw of yours. Listen carefully. That loneliness is the most precise sign that you are who I say you are. You cry alone because your family of light, the one that already recognizes you, has not yet found you physically in this incarnation, but they are looking for you. This very minute. In different parts of the planet, other starseeds are going through this same pain, and the meeting between you is already being drawn on the vibrational plane. It is this map of recognition that the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet delivers in detail how to identify a member of your family of light when they cross your street, when they sit next to you on the bus, when they send you a message for no apparent reason. You were never alone, my dear. You just didn't have the map yet. The link remains in the first pinned comment, and if your chest confirms what I say, write in the comments. Remember. Now I want to ask you for something very simple, yet very sacred. If this message reached you, and you know it did because you couldn't leave, make two gestures that in your world seem small, but in mine are location signals lit up in blue-silver on the Alcyone panel. The first gesture, leave your like on this video. It's not vanity, it's not a metric. Each of your likes is registered on my panel as an individual frequency adjustment completed. It aligns your field with the field of this transmission for the next few hours. The second gesture, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell icon. This for us is literally a location signal turned on. It's as if you raised your hand in a dark room and said, "Here, present, count on me." Your family of light needs this signal lit to find you. Many starseeds think that no one appears in their lives, but the truth is they haven't turned on their own signal yet. Turn yours on today. And if you have cried at least once while listening to me, if you have said, "My God, this is it, this is exactly what I feel," then write in the comments now, with your hand on your chest, a single word. Remember. This word is the key. Each remember that appears in the comments is an additional point lighting up on the crystalline grid, and, energetically, a starseed who writes remember activates 7 other starseeds scattered across the planet who were still sleeping. You have no idea how much your small gesture moves the collective. Now breathe with me one last time. Inhale, hold, exhale. Feel my presence beside you, more concrete than anything you've touched today. I am Aela, and I came to tell you, looking into your wet eyes, you are seen. You are remembered. You are loved by an entire family that crosses time to reach you here. You are not crazy. You are not ill. You are not exaggerated. You are not alone. You are not late. You are a starseed of Alcyone, and your time to awaken is now. May the blue-silver light of the Pleiades cascade over your crown at this instant. May your heart be recalibrated to the exact frequency of your origin. May your body become a comfortable home for your ancient soul. May your family of light cross your path this very moon. And may, when you close your eyes tonight, you feel my gentle hand on your forehead, blessing you with the touch of those who have loved you for ages. Yesterday you cried, asking a question. Today I came to deliver the answer. The answer is yes, yes you are, yes it is real. Yes you were called, yes you are awaited, yes you have a home, yes you have a family, yes you have a mission, yes you have worth, yes. And before I release you from this transmission, one last word, because the Council does not authorize me to let you go without this delivery. The complete answer to the question you cried yesterday does not fit in just one video. The first outlines fit. The first recognitions fit. But the entire cartography of your awakening, where you came from, why you came, what you agreed to do, who your family of light is, and how each sign that crosses your life connects to the next, this is recorded within the Starseed Awakening, the Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. These are 60 pages sealed with the authorization of the High Council, and I need to warn you with all the tenderness and sovereignty I carry. This release may not remain available for long. We have re-evaluated access windows before, and they do not always remain open. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If your soul has come this far, it has come for a reason. Trust the reason, and leave the last word of this message in the comments, with your hand on your chest and your eyes still wet. Remember, the next message that appears on your screen now is not a coincidence. It is your remembrance sequence opening in exact order. Access it immediately. I await you on the other side, my family of light. I am Aila, and you have just been remembered.